Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jessica Hazeman. I'm a crunchy-ish mom to a 2.5-year-old daughter, and we've got a little boy on the way. I'm doing just about a month and a half. We're counting down the days. One of the things that helped me so much last time was having a baby cart. I hesitate to say nursing cart because there's just so much that goes on here. I keep it right next to my bed, and it was a game changer for those early postpartum days, but I constantly used it for like different reasons for the past 2 years. So, I did use I have a checklist. It's available for purchase if you're interested, but it basically walks you through how to build it as well as what to include on your baby cart. And it's just a helpful checklist to go through. That being said, I used the checklist. I have gathered everything that I need for this baby cart, and I am going to be building it together today with you. But I will also be walking you through the products that I chose and how I'm setting it up so that it is functioning like so perfectly, because I'm excited. So first off, got the cart off of Amazon. This is the same cart that I used with my daughter 2.5 years ago. We used it as a baby cart specifically for probably like a year. So it had a lot of her stuff on there. She was in our room for the first 6.5, 7 months. So we used it a lot. Then I got these drawer organizers or drawer bins. They come folded up like this. You just add in the bottom, and they come in 2 different sizes, actually 3 different sizes, but I didn't use any of the large ones. And these are the bins that I'm going to be using to organize on the cart, and they fit perfectly, like absolutely perfectly. It's such a happy purchase. I had to purchase like 5 different versions to find what would fit in here well. So for my baby cart, I like to put like those products that I really need just to be able to grab in the middle of the night or just like in general, go on the top. Other baby products that I'm going to be using a lot with the baby in the middle, and then products that I'm really not going to be using as much on the bottom, because everything is about accessibility, right? So for me, that meant I wanted like my personal products up top. So I'm going to use these smaller bins so I can keep things separate and have these on top. They fit the 4 small ones perfectly. I mean, look at that. It's just perfect. So obviously 2 of the biggest things while I'm nursing or I'm in bed, what am I going to need up on this top shelf? For me, that's going to be my coffee tumbler, 1,000%, and then a big thing of water. Now, because I'm a crunchy-ish mom, I'm going to point out that Hydro Flask is made without lead. That's why I chose this brand as a tumbler. And this is a glass tumbler. I'm calling both of them tumblers, but that doesn't seem right. This is a glass tumbler, and it's really cute, but also free of harmful chemicals. Nothing's leaching into my water. Super important to me, so I'm gonna point that out. Then the next one, I'm actually gonna bring this down. I'm gonna fill with snacks, because as a pregnant mom, I'm gonna have this by my bed for these last couple of weeks. I want to be able to eat some good snacks, but on top of it, postpartum, breastfeeding in the middle of the night, I am ravenous. So having snacks on hand was huge for me. I like to have a variety. This is some jerky from Costco. I've got some Ningxia packets, which have been like the biggest game changer for baby number 2, just helping my energy and my hormone levels and everything from there. I also have these Scout organic bars. I actually started buying these for my daughter, but these ones are their protein bars, and they're made with like such good ingredients. I was gonna throw those in there for me. Another one that I bought for my daughter originally are these gummies. They are so good. They're from Solely, and they're just fruit. The fruit is the only ingredient, but they are like a gummy, which is nice because I got, my sweet tooth here. Pure organic fruit bars, adding those in. Another one of these. That's It bars. These are one of my all-time favorite snacks. I could eat all of those, but I have to ration myself. Scout Organic little bars. This flavor is almond cookie and it's so good. Definitely helps my sweet tooth. It also has dates in there, so if you're near the end of pregnancy, it's a good snack. And then I've got some nut packs from Target, the Good and Gather brand. And I, of course, have my Element packets. These are my electrolyte powder packets, and they are so tasty. Sorry, my dog is sneezing over here. They're so tasty, and I absolutely love them. I always put a packet in my big water tumbler. So having these in here on hand, and then a fresh fruit. So I usually will have like some oranges. I'll also throw some bananas in my cart or apples, just so that I can have something fresh and like really juicy to, you know, snack on. So that's gonna go up there. Then I want some personal products, things that I'm going to be reaching for, like chapstick and hair ties and things like that. So again, I've got everything that I would include on this checklist so that you can be sure that you're including everything. But I'm going to show you what I use. So I throw some tissues up there because I'm always, whether it's allergies or something, there's always tissues. And then I've got lotion. Lotion is really important that you're buying a non-toxic brand that's free of phthalates, parabens, artificial fragrances, because not only is our baby inside of you soaking everything up if you're pregnant, but then postpartum, your baby's laying on your chest, you're doing skin to skin, they're eating from your nipples, they're really going to be ingesting and soaking in this lotion. So even if it's not meant for baby, this is just lotion for me, I still want it to be a good non-toxic brand. I also keep the stain remover on there because I'm eating in bed, I'm nursing in bed. There's just so many like mishaps that I like to like quickly spray it, and then like I can forget about it. I can forget about the laundry. The stain remover does it all. And then I also have Force of Nature. So Force of Nature is a certified EPA disinfectant. It's as strong as bleach, but it's safe enough that I can like literally spray it on my skin. I don't have to wash it off. So I use it as a hand sanitizer, but I also use it to sanitize everything. My bed, if I want to just spritz down and, you know, clean the bed itself, I can spray it directly on fabric. It is hands down one of my favorite products ever, but I do keep a little bottle right here. And then I've got, I'm going to take this down so I can fill this one up, personal products. So what do I personally want to put in here? I've got a lot of little items. So I had an extra little drawer organizer from the baby's dresser I'm going to use for those smaller items. My Kindle, most definitely. This is so heavily used those newborn days because I'm nursing so much. So I read a lot. So I want to have that easily accessible. Deodorant, same thing as the lotion. The deodorant is right there. Your baby is smelling you. They're breathing that in. They're probably getting some residue. This is a really great option. Healthy baby deodorant. There's also some other ones. I'm not a huge deodorant wearer. I don't wear it often, but when you're going through like postpartum sweats and you're like wrapped up in clothes and you've got another human on you, sometimes it's just nice to be a little fresh. Soothing Skin Balm from Earthly Wellness. This has become a staple lotion in our home, but also I use it as a diaper balm. I use it as for everything for Adeline, our 2.5-year-old, so I plan to use it with our baby as well, and it is all really great ingredients. Then I've got some nipple butter, which is also from Earth Mama. Same thing, completely non-toxic. I've got some chapstick and a couple of oils. So this is the Deep Relief Oil, which is like a pain relief oil. It kind of eases the pain of your muscles. Currently at 34 weeks pregnant, I really enjoy rubbing it on my back, and it's such a immediate relief for my lower back. I absolutely love it. But postpartum, I'll use it in other areas that I'm sore. And then I also have Sniffle Ease in here. This is actually from the kids line from Young Living, and we use it a lot with Adeline as well, especially when she's sick. But whenever I get, congested or a stuffy nose or just want the air in our room to be fresher, this is what I use. Then I've got some silverettes, which is something that I never used with Adeline. You can see that these are brand new from Koala Baby Care. And I never used them with Adeline, but I have heard incredible things about them for just the pain relief. So I got them this time around and I'm going to be using those. I also have some headphones. I don't use wireless headphones, so having some good wired ones with actual comfortable earbuds was a requirement for me. And then I also have some hair ties and a hair clip. So I actually got this little organizer pack that hangs off the side, and they came with like these little clips that you can hang stuff on. So I'm just gonna hang my hair ties right off the back of it so that I can easily grab those hair ties whenever I need. So here is all of my personal stuff. And I have everything that I need right up top, which I also just like, no matter what, if you are putting together a cart, make sure you have a designated spot for water and coffee if you're a coffee drinker. Because I just felt like last time around, that's something that I lacked. And it was like me trying to like shove this big water cup somewhere on my baby cart. So that was a huge one for me. A couple of other items that I'm going to be like including up top are this clock. This is a hydrometer thermometer, so it's going to tell me the amount of humidity as well as the temperature, and then it also has the time, and it does have Celsius and Fahrenheit, and it's a magnet, so you can just stick it right out front so that I can see everything that I need right there. Then I actually tested 3 different lights, and this is the one that I chose because it not only doesn't take up any room on my cart like the normal night lights do, would take up a whole section of the cart, and this one sticks right on the front. So it does dim and it turns off just by touch. There's also a 10-minute timer option if you like that one instead, but that was a total win in I don't know, I think it's great. I think it's perfect. Like I just mentioned, these bins are gonna go right on the side so that I can fit even more on this cart, because like I said, I use this cart so much. It's so helpful. One of the items that I keep is a obviously a baby monitor. So this one's Adeline's. The baby, when moved to their own room, will have the same monitor, but just having this really easily accessible so we always know where it is good. I mean, there's room in here. I can throw my phone. I can put other stuff in there if I need to. And then some baby items that are really commonly used, I'm putting up here. So one that, at least with Adeline, we used a lot was this nasal aspirator. It's an electric nasal aspirator. Also the Frida nose picker and ear picker. It seems like such a silly thing to buy, but your fingers are not small enough to get into their little nose or their little ears, and it's a great product. You definitely want that. And both of these mentioning can be sanitized and cleaned with this Force of Nature. So just another reason I love Force of Nature is I can clean things like the baby products. And then a little nail file. We have tons of other baby care items, but they're all right in the bathroom in our room. So I didn't feel the need to like remove them from where they are to put them on a cart. I only wanted to keep the ones that we'll really use a lot. As well as pacifiers. We've got a few pacifiers that will go in there too. And then moving on to tier number 2. This one's a little less intensive, but baby care items. So I'm going to use this bin to help organize, and one of the things I'm going to keep in there are diapers. Of course, non-toxic diaper brands are what I recommend, whether you're using cloth or disposable, and making sure that they're totally free of chlorine is really, really big. Unfortunately, diaper brands are constantly changing their ingredients and their processes, so it's very important that you stay on top of it as a consumer. That's one reason we are actually going to be trying cloth diapering this time around, because once you buy a cloth diaper that's 100% organic cotton, you no longer have to worry about the ingredients that are used because you have what you have. Obviously, when you're buying bigger sizes, you have to be sure, but so I don't and I don't want to put here on YouTube to forever be heard that I recommend a specific brand, but you will be able to find that information on like my blog, my Amazon, or my Instagram, like where I talk about things more temporarily. Another thing that I keep down here is our diaper warmer or a wipe dispenser, or just wipes, whatever you choose. We had a wipe warmer with our daughter, and I just loved it for like middle of the night changes, because it's the middle of the night. A cold wipe is cold. I don't want that. I don't want that for my baby. People told me I would never use it. I used it for the first 6 months of Adeline's life. Hands down, probably longer. Another one is burp cloths. You also want to make sure burp cloths are 100% natural cotton. Very important. The quality of the materials that you use in baby products are so important, because they're on these tiny, tiny little humans. So, and then I just throw in some Earth Mama diaper balm. Like I said, I might be using the Earthly Wellness for a diaper balm. We've got a lot of good non-toxic brands just kind of in the house, so we'll see what we end up using specifically for a diaper balm, but that's one of them. And then I think the only other thing that I would keep here for the baby is a sound machine. So this is a travel sound machine. We didn't use a sound machine early on with Adeline, so I'm not even sure that we'll use this, but nice to have on hand in case we need it. And I can just clip it and hang it right there. Then moving on to the bottom, this is where I'm going to keep the things that I just don't use as often or need as much. So I've got a couple of pads. These are from the hospital for the first time around, just in case I'm like leaking a lot and need a pad under me while I'm laying in bed. I have some that are easy to grab. And then I also have these waterproof changing pads. These are really nice because I really don't use a changing mat or go to a changing table in the middle of the night. I usually just pull baby in bed with me, grab one of these mats, lay it out, and quickly change their diaper, and then we'll use that throughout the night. It's just a lot easier, and like because it's so flexible, easy to throw on the bed. Then on this side is where I keep pumping and breastfeeding and all of that stuff. So I was not a big pumper with Adeline. So I ended up removing the pump from the cart pretty early on, but I don't know what things are going to be like this time around. So I did want to have our pump ready and accessible in case I am pumping, which means I also need, you know, the bottles and all of that good stuff. So that's all going to be right here towards the back. I really don't think I'm going to be using it, but maybe will be. Also have the cord. And then there's some things that I do use a little bit more often. So whether I pump or not, at least the first time around, I did use the Haka, which is just basically is catching all of your letdown and like extra stuff that's kind of leaking out of you. So I have both the Haka and the Haka Ladybugs, and I keep both of those in there. And then as soon as I, you know, use the Haka, I can pour it into these little milk holders so that nothing spills. So I've got a few of the milk holders. I also have a bottle if I need a larger amount stored. And then I've got the Haka Ladybugs that go down here. And then I do keep a mason jar or like a mug or something so that I can stick the Haka in so that it doesn't spill, because spilled milk is something to cry about. So yep, I got all of that down here. Easy to grab, easy to go. And then I'm going to use these last two bins for, what are they called? Nipple pads. Nipple pads? I don't know. Reusable, yes, that's the name of them, right? Reusable nipple pads, or nipple covers, breast milk, boob covers, I don't know. And then disposable ones as well. Sometimes I like both. I like both versions. So that's it. I got an extra little clip here I might use for something else to hang something on there. But that is the baby cart. everything that I personally decided to include. You'll see on some people's baby carts, they include like extra swaddles and blankets and clothes, but we bring the baby's dresser, which is a smaller dresser, into the room and have all of that in our bedroom. So I just need this stuff right next to me in the middle of the night, in the middle of nursing sessions, things that I need to grab when I've got, one hand. That's what I included on the baby cart. So hopefully this helps you kind of just imagine how you would set up your own cart, give you some good ideas for products to use and to be mindful of when using with baby, but also, how to set it up, good products to use. I don't know. I just hope it helps. If you're interested in my little checklist for the baby cart, it comes in my new mom bundle. It's a checklist bundle that has my hospital bag checklist, home birth checklist. It has a postpartum bin checklist, as well as a nesting checklist in general, or preparing for baby checklist. There are tons and tons of checklists. I want to say over 11 checklists included in here. So everything that you need in relation to prepare for baby, or baby number 2 or baby number 3. I have used every single checklist in the new mom bundle for our second baby as well, because it has helped. Like, I'm building a baby cart, I'm looking at a checklist. It's nice for me. So if that interests you, check the caption. I will have all of the details there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I hope it helped. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe for some more videos. I'm going to be sharing lots about this journey into becoming a mom of 2.